keeping a very good first up record intact. The winner, number 4, Faithful Love, ridden by Brett Preble. Getting up to beat Real Jester, and there won't be much in it for third place. 1:2.74 they've run here. That's only 0.3 outside of the record set by Flavor and Ken Vane. So a brilliant return, racking up a double for Brett Preble, who scored on Super Sequel in race number 4. Yeah, she was just...
Gates are cleared and they're racing. Blazing Jester wide out on the track, and Passmore began quickly and was ridden for the lead. Passmore leads Our Eeyore, settling down from Varacool, and Desert Sachet now going to third. Winners Roar outside Bondi Iceberg getting back from Blazing Jester, adjacent very wide from Prime Target. Steel Point's on the fence second last, and last of all Dr. Sylvester. Passmore in front, 1,100 metres to go by a length and a half on Our Eeyore. 2 lengths to Varacool and Desert Sachet. 2 lengths to Winners Roar off the track. Bondi Iceberg on the fence from adjacent. 2 away is Blazing Jester. Steel Point 10 off the lead on the fence from Prime Target. And Dr. Sylvester the last one. Passmore in charge at the 800 pole. Leading by a length on second, Our Eeyore. Varacool's had a great run on the fence. Desert Sachet was a neck away. 2 lengths to Winners Roar outside Bondi Iceberg. Adjacent about to be sent forward from Brown. They were followed further back by Steel Point on the fence, and he's very awkwardly positioned. Blazing Jester, Dr. Sylvester and Prime Target as they swing the bend. Passmore in front of Our Eeyore. Desert Sachet 3 out. Varacool nailed to the inside. Adjacent running on well, and Steel Point pulled to the extreme outside, and he's hitting top gear at the 250, and Our Eeyore got up on the outside of Passmore. Varacool the fence from adjacent, and Steel Point is letting rip down the centre with a terrific run. Steel Point's after Varacool and Our Eeyore. Our Eeyore and Varacool with Steel Point coming at them. Varacool in front. Steel Point grabbed him and beat him a nose. Steel Point a nose to Varacool, but it is a very tight photo finish. Our Eeyore was third from Bondi Iceberg, adjacent Passmore. Dr. Sylvester, Winners Roar, Desert Sachet, Prime Target, Blazing Jester. Very tight this. Very, very tight indeed. Varacool on the fence and out wide on the track. Steel Point, the inside's kicked. The cameraman thinks the inside's won, so this is very tight. Very, very tight indeed. We'll look for the replay here. There's nothing between them. They've hit the line, and Steel Point's got up 3. Give me a heart attack. I was pretty sure he'd won. I was pretty confident he had got there. But he's got there in the very last stride from Varacool, who saved every inch of ground on the fence. And third prize to Our Eeyore, 1 run short him today. He's run third. So Steel Point, De Montfort was able to get him to the outside, and the rail out 3 metres. The outside horse always has the upper hand, but look at that finish links. He's won by a whisker. But he's got there Steel Point in the very last stride. Speed was on up front. He was able to get to the outside. It was a well-timed ride by Mark De Montfort. I thought he was going to really swoop on them at the 150 and win with a bit more authority. But Varacool went up on the inside, a promising young horse, and he really stuck with him. But Our Eeyore has got the stride in, and he's paid $2.60 and $1.30. Varacool's run second, ridden by Rod Quinn at $2.10, and number 4 finishing third, Our Eeyore, at $4.50. Quinola 7-9.
Benny the outside. They look just about right. They're set and racing now. Oamaru Rhythm out only fairly in the middle of the line, and Katana flew out. So did Checkmore, King Carl and Call Me Spike. Solid Wood going forward, and Piavonic just off them now as they settle in here to the 700. Checkmore took over the running in front of Solid Wood. Katana on the fence is third. Oamaru Rhythm's got up to fourth now from King Carl. A length and a half, Call Me Spike. Piavonic the rail, then Polo Jack, Cool Prince, Classic Day and Perrack Gold last as they near the corner, where it's Checkmore the leader from Katana, angling for a run on the inside from Solid Wood, and then 2 Oamaru Rhythm, followed by Piavonic, King Carl, and then Call Me Spike as they swing the corner. Perrack Gold, one of the last. Checkmore with Katana. It's got up on the inside to tackle it. Oamaru Rhythm starting to come home powerfully on the outside. Clear then of Piavonic. It's Checkmore, rather on the outside now. Oamaru Rhythm getting up to take the lead from Katana and Checkmore and Oamaru Rhythm. Oamaru Rhythm, a good win over in second place in Katana, and Checkmore third. Then Cool Prince running on from the back from Piavonic. They were trailed further back in the field then by Classic Day, Perrack Gold, and then came Call Me Spike, Solid Wood, Polo Jack, and King Carl dropped out to run last. In 56.31, they're threatening this Moss record 1,000 metres record today. 56.1 it is. He's run a good time, 56.31. Number 5, Oamaru Rhythm, ridden by Damien Oliver, trained by Lee Friedman. He's won 2 races in this prep. He's really flying, this horse. Katana had all the favours, had the cushy run, got the run on the inside, but Oamaru Rhythm swallowed him up in the last 50 metres and won the race impressively. And Checkmore in third place, 5, 1 and 2. 5, 1 and 2 it was in 56.31. Well, they're thinking about the Oakley Plate, and you couldn't blame him for that after that win, particularly at this course now. So, and he's really flying, and the 3-year-olds go okay in the race. Damien Oliver racking up a win there.
They should be it, and they're racing in the Cup, and it was a great start. El Zabana won away from the fence. Jean's Interest, Simone until the court, and Guitars very wide out with the red cap looking for the lead. Yippee-I-O began well on the fence as they settle. Guitars finds the front from Till the Court and Yippee-I-O. Shaskay up on the outside in fourth. Jean's Interest wide. Diabolical inside El Zabana. Simone wide and 3 wide. Masterful Lad. LA Blur getting back with Apache King, As Vegas and Morphy. On the first bend, and Guitars went to the front. He led by 2.5 lengths on Till the Court and put on the tempo down the back. 2 lengths to Jean's Interest. 1 away on the inside is Yippee-I-O from Simone travelling forward. 1.5 lengths to the old boy Shaskay. Masterful Lad wide. Diabolical on the fence. 1.5 in the field. El Zabana. 2 lengths to LA Blur. Pulling hard from Apache King, As Vegas. And Morphy last 15 lengths away from Guitars. He's out like he was the other day at Randwick, leading by a big margin. About 5 lengths in front of Till the Court and 2 lengths to Jean's Interest. Yippee-I-O nailed to the rail and moving up. Simone wide. Shaskay's in the centre. Diabolical inside. Masterful Lad and 2 lengths El Zabana. Apache King going forward. 2 lengths to LA Blur, As Vegas. Morphy still last, and there's no change to the play at the 800 metres mark. Guitars in front, running along by 3.5 lengths. Moving up, Jean's Interest around Till the Court. 2 lengths Simone. Yippee-I-O spat the bit and being niggled at. Masterful Lad. Shaskay in the centre from Diabolical. Apache King is well back in the field from El Zabana. Then LA Blur a good 7 or 8 off the lead and being niggled at. Morphy tracking him up from then As Vegas as they turn. Guitars in front of Jean's Interest. Coming out wide, Simone from Masterful Lad. Till the Court. Apache King to the outside, and LA Blur the deepest runner from Yippee-I-O. They've reached the 250, and Jean's Interest had raced to the front. He leads from Masterful Lad, trying very hard. Till the Court the inside, and Morphy starting to run on from Yippee-I-O. Jean's Interest in front, but here's Morphy with the big guns and Yippee-I-O. Morphy, Yippee-I-O get to Jean's Interest. Morphy hits the lead and he wins. Morphy's won it by about a half head on the line to Yippee-I-O and Jean's Interest. Then Shaskay, Till the Court, Masterful Lad. Further out was LA Blur, Apache King, El Zabana, Diabolical, As Vegas, Simone and Guitars last in a photo. Morphy and Yippee-I-O. Yippee-I-O just dropped the bit coming down the side, and he was dug up, and he's dived at Morphy right on the line, but Morphy pulling out all guns and has landed a big ray of bets if he's won. Judge going for the photo finish. It was Morphy on the outside, driving, hitting the lead in the shadows, and he wins. Number 4 is first, Morphy. Yippee-I-O's run second. Gee, just had no luck this campaign, Yippee-I-O. And Jean's Interest, after being hailed the winner, has run third. So Morphy, John Marshall. John's got a great record in this particular race. He won it last year for Barbara Joseph with Mac Joey. He won it with Carla Chief in 1996, Tierra Wrist in 1989, and even Farewell Chime back in 1982. So he's had a great record in the Frank Underwood Cup and has lifted Morphy in the last stride to land a big string of bets. He was very well weighted, as Ken Callender mentioned this morning in the preview, and at $5.90 and $2.40 has won from Yippee-I-O, $1.90 ridden by Mark de Montfort, and Jean's Interest, Darren Beedman, who rode Morphy the other night at Canterbury, and he was riding Jean's Interest today at $3.50.
Yeah, another great finish to the Frank Underwood, and Morphy gets the prize. Johnny Marshall over Yippee and Jean's Interest, and I think the one ran fourth there. We will confirm that. Shaskay, the first 4 in New South Wales, 4, 2, 3, and I think it'll be 1/3. Now Gold Coast, they are moving up, and this is the
Just at 12:30. Silver Glade joined them on the outside. They're ready to run 2,000 for the last. They're away in racing. Western Outlaw began well. Silver Glade a little slow from the outside. Yasser Cerberus away nicely. Rio Del Mar goes forward in the early part, and they're followed by Litmus as they settle. Sound back second to last, and it's Western Outlaw joined by Cerberus on the outside. Yasser right on the speed third. Rio Del Mar is a neck away fourth. About a length and a half away in the field, then Sweet Lady Bird with Litmus out on the outside of The Truth next, and they're followed 2 lengths back by Magic Pressure, Listening's Joy, more than 2 lengths to Sound, and Silver Glade last of all. 1,300 to go, and Oliver had taken Cerberus to the lead, climbing the hill near the back of the course, a length and a half in front. Rio Del Mar is second. Western Outlaw now enjoys the good trail third on the inside. A length and a half away is Yasser fourth on the outside of The Truth, and they're followed by Sweet Lady Bird. A length to Litmus. About 2 lengths further back is Listening's Joy and Magic Pressure. He's ridden well away from the pace today. 2 lengths to Sound, and Silver Glade last at the 1,000, and Cerberus the leader, steady the tempo by a length. Rio Del Mar. Western Outlaw on the rails. Yasser next, and Sweet Lady Bird coming 3 wide. Then The Truth midfield on the inside of Litmus from Magic Pressure, Listening's Joy, Sound, and Silver Glade. By the 800, Cerberus the leader. A length Rio Del Mar. Western Outlaw on the inside of Yasser, and then Sweet Lady Bird out deep. Wonder Litmus and The Truth, and then Magic Pressure, Listening's Joy still well back. Sound next to last, and Silver Glade still last. They're heading to the 500, and now Cerberus the leader. The tempo quickening up. Rio Del Mar moved up and just about joined it. Western Outlaw on the rail from Yasser. Back behind those is Litmus, and then came Listening's Joy. Magic Pressure swinging very wide. Cerberus and Rio Del Mar corner in front. Western Outlaws had the cushy run right behind them and is about to challenge, and they've got away on Yasser. Rio Del Mar, Cerberus are now tackled by Western Outlaw. Western Outlaw with 100 to go had moved up and got a neck in front of Cerberus and Rio Del Mar, then Litmus, but Western Outlaw ahead in front. Cerberus rallied, but Western Outlaw beat him. Western Outlaw from Cerberus, photo third, either Litmus or Rio Del Mar from Yasser and Listening's Joy. Then a gap to Sound, Magic Pressure, Sweet Lady Bird, Silver Glade, and The Truth last to finish. Class ride by Peter Mertens. Western Outlaw getting home. He's racing in great form. Hadn't started since he's back at Wynn, but Jim Houlihan had him right up to the mark. And a lovely ride by Peter Mertens, put him to sleep with his 58 kilos, and then hooked around Cerberus and Rio Del Mar when they cornered, and he's gone on for a good win. Number 1, Western Outlaw first. He's now won 4 of the past 5 at Moonee Valley, Sandown, Flemington and Caulfield, so he's got the set. Second, Cerberus, Damien Oliver, and third, Litmus, Dale Short. Yeah, there's a horse of versatility taking out the last on the card. Over these long distances, he's been able to mix from 2,000 up to 2,563 and back to 2,000 and win on Melbourne's 4 metropolitan circuits. You really see them doing that, particularly when they start to get up in the weights.
The centre, Don't Disturb moving. Gates are back and they're racing. Babu's Boy and King of Atlantis slow to go. Captain Daniels away running. He'll lead Dynamic Blaze going quickly from Eastern Star. Don't Disturb and Zayela 5th the fence. 3/4 Celestial Choir, a half to Lanolin, 2.5 to the Grey Simmer. They were followed by Super Dane, Alman's Joy, Babu's Boy, King of Atlantis and Yalaroy the tail ender. 1,100 metres to go and Captain Daniels running along at a good tempo. Lead 3/4 Don't Disturb. Zayela on the fence. Dynamic Blaze 4th. 1 away Eastern Star. Lanolin close at hand on the inside in 6th position. 2.5 Celestial Choir. Super Dane on the rail. Simmer 10 off the lead from Alman's Joy, Babu's Boy, Yalaroy and King of Atlantis. This is the order coming down the side at the 750. And Captain Daniels for months has run along by 3/4 on Don't Disturb in close attendance. 2 lengths Zayela the back of the speed, getting the run of the race. The outside is Dynamic Blaze. Lanolin goes up on the inside of Eastern Star. 3 lengths to Celestial Choir. He's being scrubbed along to make ground from Super Dane on the fence from Simmer. 2 lengths Babu's Boy, Alman's Joy, then Yalaroy and King of Atlantis in the straight. Don't Disturb at the 350. Race past Captain Daniels. Dynamic Blaze 3 out and Lanolin extricated to the outside 4 wide. Celestial Choir starting to run on and Simmer down the centre. Dynamic Blaze and Don't Disturb in front of Lanolin. Simmer starting to fly with Celestial Choir. Don't Disturb's kicks. Here's Simmer on the outside. Simmer with the big guns after Don't Disturb, and Dynamic Blaze and Celestial Choir hits the lead and wins. Simmer's won it from Dynamic Blaze, wide out Celestial Choir and or Don't Disturb, 3 of them, and inches away Lanolin. Super Dane next from Eastern Star. They were followed by Babu's Boy. Then came Alman's Joy, Captain Daniels, Yalaroy, King of Atlantis, and Zayela, after having the run of the race, was with the tail enders. Number 4 will be the winner, Simmer, ridden by Rod Quinn. He's come back in great form, 350 and 160. Second and third, I'm not too sure. Very tight. Celestial Choir under his big weight. What a gallant horse he is, Celestial Choir. He dropped the bit at the 650 and Beedman had to throw everything at him, but he just kept coming. Dynamic Blaze, Don't Disturb on the fence, and Lanolin's in the photo as well, and it's very, very tight for the minors, but Simmer, with plenty of speed on's been too good. Celestial Choir's got second, number 1. Don't Disturb, number 5's finished in third position. A lip in front of Dynamic Blaze, and a very slender margin to Lanolin, who's run a terrific race first up. But